Hello, and here's a tutorial on how to build a Lego Decidueye. First, we're going to take two of these 1x2 white plates with a slope on the first stud, and we're going to take a 1x1 white brick and stack it right on top, and we're going to do that twice. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take two 1x1 white plates and stack them on top of that brick, and we're going to do that for both as well. Then, on top of that stack of plates, we're going to put an upward 1x2 slope brick facing the same direction as the slope that was on the bottom. And once again, we're going to do that for both. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a 2x3 white plate and place the downward slopes on the two edges, so it looks like that. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take two 1x3 white bricks and stack them in the front, like that, in the direction of the slopes, and in the back we're going to put one 1x3 light tan brick and then a 1x1 light tan brick in the middle, and on the sides, side stud bricks 1x1 in tan facing to the left and right. So we end up with this. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take two 2x2 green plates, and we're going to put one hanging off the edge on each side, so we end up with that. Then we're going to take one of these 1x1 green bricks with a side stud piece and a notch on the bottom, and we're going to put that on the white side, like that. In the back, we're going to put a normal 1x1 green brick with no side studs. Then what we're going to do is take two green 1x1 slope pieces and put them next to the side stud and the regular brick. And we're going to do that for both sides. Finally, we're going to use a rare piece. It's this orange one that's like a flower piece. I mean, it's not really rare, but it's rarer than the rest of these. And we're going to put that on the side stud like that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take one of these 2x3 green plates and put the middle section on the top of these studs, so it ends up looking like that. Then we're going to take two 1x2 green bricks and put them on the left, well, the right if you're this character, but from camera view on the left and the middle. On the right, we're going to put a 1x2 single stud green plate. On top of the single stud, we're going to put one more white upward 1x2 slope brick. Then, on top of the very end of the slope, we're going to put a black 1x1 plate with a tooth, like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take two 1x1 orange side stud bricks and place them on the 1x2 green brick closest to this slope piece. Then we're going to take a 1x2 plate, and we're going to put let's put the 1x2 plate on the bottom. That'll make it less crowded. It really doesn't matter, but it'll be more stable and less likely for the side stud pieces to hit the upward slope piece if the 1x2 plate is on the bottom. You can see that gives it a lot more space, which is going to be helpful when we put the black studs on the side stud pieces to make the eyes. Then what we're going to do is take another 1x2 green brick on the empty space and then make it even with one more 1x2 plate. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take two of these green 2x2 side stud plates, and we're going to place them on top so it hangs over on the left and right, just like that. Then we're going to take two 1x4 green plates and stick them so that they're even with this side, and then go about the length of that 1x1 plate. And we're going to do that for both sides. Then we're going to take these angled 2x4 plates, and we're going to place them on each side. Notice that the angled side ends on the bottom here, and that's the other side. Then on top, we're going to have a 2x3 green plate there, and then on the back, we're going to have a 1x2 single stud orange plate, and then on top of that, a 1x3 white plate. And that'll be Decidueye's body. Then what we're going to do is to make the arms and the bow and arrow. We're first going to take one of these. Angled pieces that's not curved. We're going to use the curved one later, but we're going to take one that's not curved, and we're going to take a 2x2 side stud plate in tan and place it there, so it's on the corner facing downwards. We're going to take another one of these angled plates and put it on, so you have this V shape right here. What we're going to do with that is, before we put it on the side stud piece, because that's where we're going to have it, we're going to put this 1x1 tan plate with a claw. Notice it's a vertical claw, and that's going to go right on the edge here, and on top of that, a white 1x1 tooth piece. So we end up with this. We'll put that on later, but we don't want it to be crowded because that'll make putting the other arm on hard. But the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be taking one of the curved one, and then we're going to take a 2x2 tan plate and put it on in the middle. Then we're going to take a non-curved angle plate and place it on like that. Then what we're going to do is take, if you have a 2x4, that works as well, but I have two 1x4 tan plates, and we're going to place those right here. So you can see it goes down two, and there's two on the other side. And we're going to take the remaining angle plate and place that right there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put the orange studs on to make the spots. So, I mean, the placement doesn't matter extensively, but one there, one there, one there, and one there. And that looks pretty good. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this sort of curved tooth piece, and we're going to put that on the back here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this minifigure neck side stud piece, and we're going to place that on the right side stud piece on the body, like that. Then this arm that we just made is going to go on that side stud piece like that, and the one we made before is going to go on this side stud piece, so you end up with this. Then the next thing to do is to make the bow. So you take one of these chain pieces in green, and you put the first stud by this white claw. Then you take one of these little handles and you put that in the tan claw, and then you take the last stud and place that somewhere close to the bottom on this angled piece right here, and you're going to end up with a bow. And then Decidueye is done.